Well, good morning, everybody. I'm leaving my pickup filled up, heading back to get back on a windrow. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I guess it's Texas time. Fuck, I honestly don't know anymore. I've been bailing since 6, something like that, and my helper's supposed to show up, either in an hour or 2 hours, and I have to be at work in about 6 hours, so I don't know if what I'm gonna do. I may make another couple rounds and go to sleep, so I'm pretty tired. I'm not gonna make it home, unfortunately. I'm just gonna go to the pickup and sleep, and then when he gets here, he may have him wake me up, and then I'll just drive on to Dalhart to where my swather is, and I'll just go to sleep there. But yeah, it's just a wonderful life. I'm getting pretty tired. I'm just exhausted is what it is, but we gotta keep on going. There's my bail. Yeah. But thought we were gonna have a bunch of rain tonight, and we ended up not having any so far, but there was a storm back to the west of us. There was a big storm to the east of us. It was dropping lightning all over the place and raising hell. But the storm back to the west didn't seem to pan out. Maybe it'll come in here in the morning and just drizzle. I don't know. But I got my baler fixed, so I had a pin break on the cylinders for the lift gates. So I got a patch in there and got it fixed. But my bail kicker actually broke. It was broke when I bought it, but I guess they fixed it, but they didn't fix it good enough. So when I started bailing earlier, it broke, and so I've actually just had it off the entire time I've been bailing, and which I would prefer to have it, but I'm not gonna stop, and I can't stop and take it to my house and fix it right now. But yeah, so I'm just running without it, which I like the kicker. I mean, I think they're a must-have here, where we're putting up, a good amount of hay, because it's one less thing we have to do. You don't have to back up and go forward. But maybe I can get it fixed tomorrow while I'm in Dalhart. But yeah, so what I'm doing is, we got all this rain in the forecast, and they're bitching about this hay getting rained on, but and they asked me, because my other baler's down, and it's been taking me a while to get this stuff baled up. We've only been at it a week. And we've been shut down a couple of days because of weather, and so I guess it'll be Wednesday was our first day, and we had to bail at night for the first couple of days because they didn't want us bailing during the day. So yeah, and then Sunday my machine, this pin broke, so that's kind of what's going on with that. But they made the they made the comment, you know, asked me if I, you know, thought I needed to, you know, bring in somebody else. Well, if I bring in somebody else, you know, that's money that's not going into my pocket. So I just kind of went around that subject and just I told them, you know, if we get some good dry weather, we'll be able to get it all put up and put it up real quick. Especially if I get my other baler back this week. But if they do decide to bring in another guy, because it's the guy who owns the farm's cousin or nephew. I think it's his nephew. So, you know, if he decides to bring him in, then what I'm doing now is I split this big 500-acre circle in half, because half of it has really heavy hay and the other half isn't. I mean, it's super, super thin. So I'm just baling up the heaviest half first. And I've got some excuses I can use, mainly because I can put more bales out per hour and use less fuel per bale. Whereas if I was going around the entire pivot like we usually run, then I'd have to go through all that light hay and I still have that long travel time. And so I'm getting less bales per hour. But this way, you know, I may have limited hours here, so I'm putting up as much fucking hay as I can to charge them for. And you get a guy over here and all he sees is that real light stuff. He may not want to bring his equipment, but who knows? I'm not trying to fuck the people who own the deal, but I am watching out. You know, I'm looking after myself. Oh, damn it. I hope that's not going to be an issue. Fucking stupid shit. Had some real spots in this hay. I don't know whether it's damp or what the fuck it is, but it's a goddamn fucking stupid shit. There's a few spots in here. See, I'm right in this fucking area that this stuff is just being a cunt to bale. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on with it or not. You know, it's just being a bitch. Let's see if I got it cleaned out. We'll go see. I need to open my gate wider. I got a spot in through here that is just being a bitch, and I think it's damp. It's not damp, but it's being a pain in the ass to bale. It is just being a bitch to bale. Wheat's never fun to bale anyway. I think there's just wads of this shit. think what it is they're pushing us to bale this shit too fucking early, and we're not getting, like, it's not wet, and we got good humidity right now, but it doesn't fucking feel right. But you can't, you got to do what the customer wants. Part of that may be that merger on that swather throwing a clump in there, which I'll just leave this shit laying here, and then I'll come back in and bale it when it's dry, or if they bring somebody else in, I'll let them clean up my shit. You know, I like to clean up my messes, but if you're gonna do that to me, then that kind of takes all my give a fuck out of the equation. Safety first. Yeah, that's one thing you got to, especially where I am. I mean, I have to be safe in what I'm doing, because I am a long ways from anybody. You know, I'm 35 miles from home, so, you know, my dad just can't run down here and be like, oh, okay, but, so, yeah, and this shouldn't, I don't know what the hell's going on with this stuff. And now it's eating it just fine, and I'm not even on the fucking one route. But, yeah, it's, you have to be safe, you know. In a good world, I'd have another person here, and, you know, we'd be running 2 balers, and that way there's always 2 people here. If something happens to you, you got somebody who at least knows where the hell you are. You know, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's only a few people who actually know where I am. And it makes it dangerous, so you gotta be safe. And when you work, you get up super early and you go to work and you work all day, and then you bail through most of the night, you start getting really fatigued. And there's another spot that I had the same issue. I mean, I don't know what it is. Right in this area, whether it's a low spot or what, but I've had hell in this little area. And it's since the humidity set on, so I think what it is, it may have not been completely dry enough. Come on, you fucking bitch. Oh my, come on, fuck off, tractor. I'm tired. I've had enough tonight. I've had enough. That didn't clean itself out. Just a lot of bitching and moaning, my God. I don't know, this spot's really starting to piss me off. Cause I don't know. Every fucking bale it's doing it. Every fucking bale. In this little spot here. I really don't wanna, I don't wanna move to a different spot. I don't know what's up with this spot here. Why it's being such a bitch. It's like it's getting in there and then it's not wanting to form. That's the problem, is it's not wanting to form the fucking bale. I think it's too damp. I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's too fucking damp. And I can't tell them, be like, hey, that hay's too wet. Because they will come and grab that and they'll be like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But it's got some damp spots in it. And it's hitting those corner augers. And it is just not feeding. So it'll burn, you know. I mean, I don't think that stuff's wet enough to combust, but it sure ain't. It'll sure mold up pretty bad. Oh, it's been a shitty day too. It has been a shitty fucking day. Shove that shit in there. And I may be starting out the bale too slow. You know? If I'm starting, I guess maybe we'll try that. We'll see if I can. If that's what it is or what. If it's damp and I guess I started too slow, then it may I don't know. I just don't know at this point. I just keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. And just wait for my helper to get here. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with me. Just doing my night baling. See, I don't have hardly any dust coming off the machine because we have enough humidity. It's not shattering anything. But that's what's going on. I'm not even gonna get to go home tonight, which kind of sucks, but it's what I've chosen to do, so I gotta stick with it. I would like to go home and sleep in my own bed, but I will say I have found the point where I have met my physical ability to be to do all these different tasks by time constraints. You know, this wouldn't be such a hard time right now if you know, if we had done, because we would have been finishing up our silage like last week. You know, but I may have not gotten this job, so I don't know. It's all how it turned out. But as it's turned out, we're cutting now for silage real hard and heavy. And I already cut all this hay, and you know, it's ready to bale. It needs to be baled, so it's all kind of ended up right on top of itself, which is usually how it happens. And yeah, trying to be everywhere and do everything that I say I can do. It's getting a little taxing, but I'm getting it done. And the thing is, you know, these people, I keep mentioning these people are bitching about this hay. It's not that I'm not here running a hay baler, because every chance that this hay is able to bale, we're baling. We lost one day to a breakdown. Everything else has been rain, or the hay wasn't completely dry enough. So I don't, you know, if they get somebody else, that's their business. I understand, but it's not because I haven't been sitting here doing this. Now, it would look better if I had both my tractors and balers here going, but as it was, my one tractor came in late and one baler broke down. So I'm still sitting here with one tractor and baler, and with all this hay on the ground, it doesn't look, you know, that doesn't look that great to people. You know, they're like, how's he gonna get it all done? But I'm getting after it. We're doing what we can. And if we can't get another baler here, then yeah, if they want to bring one in, fine. Bring one in, I understand. I had planned on having 2 machines here, and that's currently not what's going on. The other thing is, there's a lot more hay here than I actually thought there was going to be. So it is taking longer. Yeah, so, you know, there's more hay on the ground than I thought there'd be. Now, when we get over to the light side, that may completely change. But for right now, I mean, there's a lot more hay than I thought there was going to be. But so it is taking us longer. But that's a good thing. There's more hay, so there's more money. And we love money. Gotta have that money. You know, I got some repair bills now too. I'll have a repair bill on that baler, and a repair bill on my swather. It broke down the other day, and I gotta cover, you know, all my, you know, net wrap and expenses and fuel. So right now, probably by the end of the night, I will be at break even for covering repair bills and expenses for where I am at this year. So after tonight, probably whatever we produce will be profit hay. So I would like to get as much profit as I can, because I got a lot of goddamn notes, a lot of bills to pay. And the more money I take to my banker, the happier he's going to be, and the less stress I'm going to have, and it'll just be a better world. But we got to get that done first. But I also got to get fucking paid too. So I sent him a bill for swathing, and I haven't seen a check yet. So I know I'm going to get paid, but they better fucking... I went ahead and just sent him a bill for the swathing. That way I could pay for part of my expenses and stuff. And I got some other stuff to do. But yeah, that's what this is all about. So hope you are enjoying it. Hope you're liking the videos. I hope that you like to see me in a frazzled state. I think it's a more realistic view. You get to see how, I guess if you're wanting to get into farming, or you see how things can actually get, everything's not all wonderful all the time. It's hard work. It's very hard work. It's definitely rewarding. It's very rewarding, but it is hard work, and it's not for the faint of heart, because it takes everything you've got to do it, and then some. But if you can do it, you'll be really well off. You'll be, you know, I probably won't get rich doing this. Honestly, that's not what I planned on. I didn't set my mind out. I'm like, I'm gonna go do custom hay so I get rich. I was like, I gotta pay for my equipment, and if I make extra money, that's good, because I got bills to pay. And that's kind of how I've set out to do this deal. So the more bills I can pay, the happier I'm gonna be. And 5 years down the road, if I've got a nice little nest egg, then I'm gonna be really happy. But knowing me, I won't do that, because I always put my money back into the business, the cow business, the farming side of it. Every chance I get, I put my money back into what I'm doing to expand what I'm doing. And now that I have pretty much hit my physical limit of everything that I can do, now I can kind of really fine-tune what I'm doing and how I go about doing it. So it's definitely been a very good learning lesson, and a lot of trial and error, and I'm finding out a lot about myself, I guess. I don't mean to sound like a hippie, but you gotta jump off and do it. You're gonna do it. But anyways, I'm gonna keep on baling. So you take care, and maybe I'll get this loaded up in the next day or two. So thanks for watching. If you want more nighttime baling videos, I'm gonna have a lot more. I might have a few that are definitely more interesting than this one, because I won't be dog-ass tired, but maybe those are the kind of videos you want to see what it's all really about. So let me know. Just leave a comment. Thanks.